Gregory. I'm the police chief of Boynton Beach Police Department. Just here to bring you up to speed with the incident that occurred this morning in Boynton Beach. Approximately 7:01 a.m. we received a phone call, a 911 phone call, indicating that someone heard shots being fired at the Manatee Bay apartment complex. Officers in the immediate vicinity responded to this location. They were on scene by 7:03. Our preliminary investigation indicates that a female was in her vehicle leaving when she was confronted by a male subject. That individual engaged her in gunfire, and she did decease, pass away as a result of the gunfire. He left that scene and was walking back through the parking lot when the officers came in contact with him. They gave him commands to drop the firearm. He did not comply with those commands, and those officers had to fire, and he has passed away as a result of that gunfire as well. Subsequent to that, we've had to secure the apartment complex and both of those areas where the shooting took place. We are working cooperatively with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, who will be handling the officer-involved shooting portion of this investigation. As I've mentioned, a homicide did occur as well, so our homicide unit will be investigating that homicide of the female. And subsequent to that, we'll be conducting an internal affairs investigation to ensure that all department policies and procedures were followed as the officers handled this critical incident. There'll be more information that'll be released as far as identities at a later time, but at this point, family notifications and next of kin notifications being made and employer notifications are being made. So that will be released later on. We are not releasing the name of the officers at this time as well. It will be released in the future as we work and get clearance from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement with what they're okay with us providing at this time. Any questions?
Multiple officers shot?
I couldn't hear you.
Did multiple officers fire their weapon?
Multiple officers did engage the subject and fortunately, very fortunately, they were not injured.
Was the suspect shooting at the time when they arrived?
They did hear gunfire when they arrived on scene and confronted the subject with the firearm.
And can you confirm their relationship between the man and the woman?
I cannot confirm their relationship at this time.
Did they both live here?
Preliminary investigation indicates that they both lived in the complex.
Were the officers already here, or did they respond to the scene?
They responded to the scene as a result of that 911 call.
Will you tell us in layman's terms exactly what happened? Like a man walked up to her car. The way you said it was a little cocky. Can you tell me, just like you're talking to be normal?
I had just practiced the formal way.
I know. It sounded really good, but if you could just tell me in layman's terms, that'd be great.
A man walked up to this woman in her vehicle and confronted her. He ended up shooting at the woman in the car, and she deceased as a result of the gunfire she received. As he walked away, the officers who had responded to this scene observed him firing again, and they engaged him, commanded him to drop his firearm and put the gun down. The male suspect did not comply with those directions, and as a result, the officers had to engage him with gunfire. At this time, he is deceased.
That all happened in the parking lot?
That all occurred here in the parking lot.
And so I assume because they're both dead, there's no threat to this community any longer.
That is correct. There is no longer a threat to the community. The officers were able to address the threats and mitigate it.
Have you ever been called out to deal with these people before?
We don't have that information right now.
Are you still looking for any witnesses or anything?
We are. This is a very large community, and we don't know if anyone may have seen something and didn't get an opportunity to speak to one of the investigators. So if anyone has seen something, or perhaps they have a video camera system at their property that may have caught any of this on camera, would like to clear up that information, make sure it's a part of the investigation. So yes, we appreciate that coming forward.